In part 1 of Moments That Made You Fall in Love with Disc Golf, we saw underdogs and insane shots, crazy stories, and incredible rounds. Today, we've got that and much, much more. Disc golf is a sport that can hook you, and some of these moments today have contributed to so many people in the past who have fallen for the sport. These are 10 more moments to make you fall in love with disc golf. Enjoy. Simon Lizotte's crazy, that about sums him up. Where others see fairway, he sees open skies. In the past, he's become known as someone who can just let it rip. It's almost more fun to see him play bad because then he just lets it loose, going for all the crazy shots and pulling them off. Simon lines are the shots that seem almost impossible, but because this guy pulls them off, people like me at home try it and blow out our shoulders. But my favorite Simon line came in 2017 at the Glass Blown Open. 726 foot, par 4, the guy's crazy.
This guy throws a little bit farther. He had to wait for the green to clear.
On a 720-foot
Yeah,
hole?
he's going for it.
What?
Yeah. Look at this. Unbelievable shot.
Oh, man. Are you kidding me?
Parked.
What?
Larry. Parked. Here he is for the 2. Third eagle in
I wanted to take you guys back in time to show you how far the sport has come. It's not what it used to be, and both of these guys have contributed to changing the sport forever. 1999 USDGC on what would become one of the most famous holes in disc golf. Ken Climo, one of the best shots from back in the day.
It was a lot of fun out there. I was deucing away in the beginning. Missed a couple of the easier deuces on the back nine that I might have liked to got. But I made an ace on hole 17 and it really picked me up.
Fast forward 19 years later, Paul Ulibarri, hole 17, same event, USDGC, but it looks a whole lot different. The design may have changed, but what hasn't and what never will is that fans of disc golf from around the world will always love to see an ace. 19 years, same shot, same result.
With his H1 here.
Good height.
Good line.
Wow. Right here, right now. Yeah. Oh, man.
Alright, in the last video we had some funny disc golf moments, so I needed to include a few in this video as well. And what better way than with some funny moments from someone you just saw. Now you heard Ken Climo speak. He's got a very distinct voice, and I'll show it to you one more time.
And that's the way I think about the Worlds. I really don't think they're that special.
Climo was such a big part of the sport for so many years, so when someone ties in with his legacy and a bit of the impersonations, it can make us all laugh and enjoy it a bit more. Disc golfers are fun. Professional disc golfers are really fun. Here's Greg Barsby with his best impersonation of Ken Climo.
You know the stupid hyzer hole, right? You know, the one that's just, you throw it over the trees, it's just ridiculous, there's no gap. But everybody still birdies it, you know that hole. I throw my shot, looks perfect out of my hand, I'm on the tee. Looks perfect, flies out, coming around, hits an iron leaf, and falls down behind like 3 clumps of group trees. About 125 feet away, I got nothing. I have 0.
This is a moment in disc golf that when you look back, we probably didn't appreciate it as much as we do now. This moment kicked off a rivalry for years and years to come, and it's probably the most beloved rivalry in the sport. Ricky vs. Paul, 2014 Disc Golf World Championships would come down to a playoff. A battle, hole after hole, they just kept going. It would seem like Ricky was up, but Paul would come back. Then Paul was up, but Ricky would pull off an insane shot. It's one of the greatest playoffs ever, but it kind of ended horribly. Here's Ricky on the final playoff hole. Paul would still make a great shot, and in the end a great putt to win Worlds, but this is a moment looking back that if you're going to love disc golf, you gotta love the good and the bad. These two players, their journeys, you have to pay attention to. And it all started with this playoff. Ricky may have lost that playoff, but over the years, he's redeemed himself plenty of times. One of those redeemable characteristics, the Raptor legs. Ricky started doing the celebration years ago, and then it just kind of stuck. Others may have their favorite Ricky moments, and they're probably going to have some Raptor legs in them. But this one is my favorite. 2021 Dynamic Disc Open. Ricky was not going to win this event. The finishing stretch, he was out of it, but hole 16 ended up being very special. Ricky had just lost his sister, the community was pulling hard for him, and he made an incredible shot. This is a moment you can look on and see that disc golf can be very, very special.
You're wrong. It's 70 feet. No, that's 80.
Look at this.
Oh, go.
Yes. Ricky Wysocki, ladies and gentlemen, from the drop zone. Oh,
It has been a while since we've seen one of these.
oh, what a special moment for Rick. Incredible. Oh, wow. There's a lot behind that putt right there, Nate.
Sometimes you play a hole in disc golf and you're just like, what even is this? I don't belong here. This is one of these holes. Hole 16 at the 2021 Worlds was that kind of hole. If this doesn't make you fall in love with disc golf, I don't know what will. The eventual winner, James Conrad, had the best shot on that hole during the second round, the mountain hole. Some of you may know how hard this shot is. Others, hopefully one day you can understand. Enjoy one of the most pleasing shots to watch in disc golf.
Stall it? Yeah, he's going stall over the tree.
Look how flat that is.
It's got to crash. No way.
No! No chains required. That's an ace from Conrad.
There are underdogs, and then there are fan favorites. Matty O is a fan favorite. He's been playing disc golf on the highest level for so many years, but 0 elite wins. One of the best players to never win. At least that was the case until 2023. MVP Open, also a fan favorite event. Matty O wasn't in first, wasn't in second, started the day out in fifth. But when those guys in the lead stumbled, Matty O pressed on. On the back nine, he had some insane shots and amazing putts.
And Matty O looking to back up those 5 birdies has made it straight. Matty O looking for a 7th birdie in a row.
And you know it.
Oh, and he is big pumped about it, yelling out on while the disc is on the way there.
As we got closer and closer to the finish line, hole 18 was going to be the decider. He needed to clutch up, make a good shot here, and keep it in bounds. Then the tournament would be his. Pay close attention not to just the fans, but his fellow players around him. This is a moment in disc golf where everyone came together to root for someone who had been so close so many years in a row.
Leaves a backhand turnover shot in.
That's all he needed. He throws it up there as a whisker tickler, and look at him, he knows it.
He knows it.
And Matty O, a 9 under par last round from Chase Card, gonna leave him with 5 strokes right now.
We've seen Simon be crazy already in this video, but I haven't shown you guys what it's like when he's on top of his game, and when the unlikeliest of contenders show up. One of my favorite disc golf moments is back in 2022 in Iowa, Simon Lizotte going for a big win in his career, and then an absolute nobody shows up and tries to take him down. Robert Burridge was coming fresh out of college with a national championship disc golf win, so not a complete nobody, but not expected to do what he did. He took Simon to a playoff, and what proceeded was some of the clutchest shots ever. The third hole of the playoff, both players get through the gap. Time for a putting battle.
Deadly man.
Corner pocket, baby.
Robert Burridge from deep.
To keep it going.
Wow.
What are these guys on?
The playoff would finish with Burridge getting an unlucky kick off a tree stump and Simon making a couple good shots to close him out. But that's not what matters. What matters is the moment when Burridge made that putt on 3 and looked back at the crowd with a fist pump. How can you not love this sport? Underdogs like Burridge don't always win, but another underdog, Parker Welk in 2023, would have the same chance. There's moments in sports when something else takes over. The momentum shifts, and it seems like this person becomes almost an entity. Parker had a shot at winning, but what would happen was kind of something else. He became inhuman with the way he was playing. After saving the bogey on 13, his scorecard would completely change.
Is he the savvy vet? Buddy can match. It's great stuff.
Here's Parker. That is turned over, but he played this the second round. Stall shot. Go.
Just go in. What?
He's like, what?
In the end for Parker, he had to clutch up on some shots, but more impressive was the demeanor. Not even ranked in the top 100, this dude came out of nowhere and showed that he could play on a different level, a level that only a few have achieved before. Disc golf is a physical sport. For those at the top, injuries are often battled. For women's disc golf, the top of the top is Kristin Tattar, who would have to battle the same. May 20th of this year, she would have a freak accident that resulted in a broken rib. For anyone who has had even a minor rib injury, they absolutely suck. 2 months later, she would return. The world #1 at the Crocal Open. Some questions needed to be answered, such as, are you even healthy? Is the game still going to be there? And how are you going to compete against the top-ranked disc golfers? An injury wasn't the only thing she had to battle in the final round with the lead. The crappy weather would result in another thing she had to deal with. Injuries, weather, none of it mattered. World #1 proved she was back and won by 6 shots. The highly anticipated comeback was sick, and it's moments like these that create fans of the sport.
To the FPO champion of Crocal Open 2024, presented by Latitude 64, Kristin Tattar!
Presenting the trophy. Incredible work here from all of the staff and volunteers.
Thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe, all that crap. Comment down below what was your favorite moment from the video and for any other moments you would like to see in the future. We all have different likes and dislikes, and for some of you guys it may be completely different moments that made you fall in love with the sport of disc golf. Alright, we'll see you next time. Cheers.